What's up? What's up with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Let's get it. Yeah. Another day, another day. We about to cook. And y'all already know what to do. When you come in the building, smash on that like button and let us know you in the building. We get this link out to my man Money. We gonna get it in. Yeah. Like I said, hop and jump in the comment section. Dwayne Freeman, what it do? Edgar Robles, what's happening with it? Chris Mitchell, what's happening with it, fam? How you been? Yeah, it's going down. Them tickets for the Errol Spence fight was released today. We off in the building. Arturo Shotty, what's happening with it? We got a stacked weekend, and I can't wait. Like Bar Scott said from the New York Jets back in the day, can't wait. Hell yeah, good to have you back. Good to have you back, fam. Soto Alex, what's happening with it? What's good with it? I appreciate you. Yeah, we got a whole lot to cook on today. And like I said, everybody in the chat, chime in and we could talk about anything y'all want to cook on. You know, it's open topics today. So anything y'all want to cook on, you know what I'm saying? We just in here cooking. We talking about everything that's happening in boxing, all the fights, all of that. Man, yeah, I seen that shit. But you know the good thing about that Dwayne Freeman? After July the 24th, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they gonna have to eat all of that shit. All of that shit that they doing after July the 24th. So I'm laughing at it. I'm sitting back and laughing at it. Because let's see how their energy gonna be after July the 24th. That's all I gotta say. What's happening with it? Big Stepper, Money, Brown, TV.
Man, chilling, bro. You feel me? What's going on with the chat? How y'all feeling?
What's up with it? Chino Figueroa said Tank going night. Okay, we gonna see, man. We gonna talk about all of that, man.
What you got on the Chino? How much you bet? Let's see if you really believe that shit.
Yeah, I bet he ain't gonna bet. Yes, sir, man. It's finna be lit, man. This whole weekend, man. I can't wait.
Key, did you see that statue they put with Wilder and Fury, bro?
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Dwayne Freeman about right now. Yeah, I seen that shit, bro. But see, the thing is they doing all of this, right? But they're gonna have to eat all of that shit they doing, right? They're gonna have to answer to all of that and see what their energy is come July the 24th.
Wilder ain't shit. Yeah, Wilder ain't shit. He a one trick pony. He ain't facing no elite fighters. But you motherfuckers putting up statues of him and shit.
And they putting all of that weight and that pressure on Tyson Fury back. Knowing he can't handle it. Mr. DBMH, what's happening with it? Arturo Shotty said that statue on the ground is the most racist shit ever. Yeah,
bro.
Man, I said that word money and realized I said it right now. I looked up at the time. We passed it though, man.
Yeah, we passed it, yeah.
Hey, my heart jumped a beat right now.
And that's what I say. I say, man, did I fucking say something in the first two? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, did I?
Yeah.
I had to go back and check.
Yeah, right. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me fix this thing. Man, you gonna cook money?
Man, what's going down? Brotherhood, what's going down? Brotherhood, you need to leave that sucker H money alone. He ain't no good for you. You feel me? He ain't no good for you, homie. But Tank them looked good today, man. The weigh-ins was they was popping. I watched Lomachenko. I don't think I seen Lomachenko. I seen my guy that's on the zone. That's in the Eddie Reynoso camp, the little world champion and shit. I watched him. I watched that weigh-in. That was a cool one. Erickson Lubin and Jesse Rosario looking damn good. Oh, that's gonna be a banger. I'm telling y'all, them boys might steal the night, man. Them boys, as good as Tank and Barrios gonna be, I think Rosario and Lubin is the most competitive fight on the card. I believe that fight is going to be competitive. They both go give it and take it. We're gonna see who got the best chance. Man, keep riding with Lubin, but we know damn well that Rosario got that pressure and that punching power that can make him prevail. So, that's a 50-50, but it's gonna be a damn good fight. So that shit going down, bro. That shit going down. And Tank and Barrios looking good. Tank, he better make 140 on the first damn try, right? 139. He looked good to me, right? They stared at each other, and they ready to go. We got a lot of good fights tomorrow, man. A lot of damn good fights tomorrow, and we're gonna enjoy this shit. But Key, it's 3 fights that's going under the radar that people might not know about. It. I feel like it's very fucking exciting for the caliber of fighters that they fight. One, Lil B Hop and King Tuck, right? They took out Gamboa, replaced him with King Tuck.
That's this weekend?
Not this weekend. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say.
No, I'm just saying, just in general.
Yeah, right.
Richard Hitcherson fit to face Darwin Price, my St. Louis brother, who fought Malik Hawkins, but he fucked his knee up. They was getting ready to heat up. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, Nathan Gallimore and Leon Lawson III. So
that's on Sunday, man.
Yeah, he fights tomorrow. Those are 3 good fights, man. That's very challenging and very competitive. You know what I'm saying? Very competitive, and I like to see those fights. I like those type of things because somebody go put themselves on a bigger plateau in all 3 of those fights. So those are 3 fights that I'm liking, bro.
Man, they on that bulls. They on that bull crap money.
Who is that?
Talking about, man, we ain't even said nothing.
Who?
And I'm talking about in this live, man, we ain't even said no cuss words.
They ain't that's your monetization?
Yeah, nah, man.
I told you they ain't let me do it neither, but I know I put the monetization on.
Soto Alex was happening with it. He says Wilder better not knock out better knock out scary Tyson Fury. He stood there and watched his boy father getting beat by security. Wilder better redeem himself. So
exactly. We only 8 minutes in. We only 8 minutes in when the bag gotta come back.
Nah, I'm straight, man. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, man. They be on it, man.
That's because ain't nobody even said nothing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? They tripping, bro. But anyway, yeah. But Wilder gonna redeem himself. You see, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't really nothing to redeem when the motherfucker beat you by cheating you.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? For real. Michael Rogers says 50-50 to me. What fight you talking about, Michael? And Macadocious Mac of the South, what's happening? He says, I think Lubin beat Rosario. Me too, man. Michael Rogers says Lubin looked like he got a chip on his shoulder. Dwayne Friedman says, the thing is, if Wilder ain't shit, why such a big deal with a statue of him and Fury? That tell you everything you need to know right there. Because they beat, right? They looking at it as that they beat the great black fighter that was unbeatable. That's how they looking at it. But Wilder ain't shit. But you giving him all type of praise and shit, right? But Wilder, why they ain't putting no statue of Tyson Fury beating USS Cunningham? Right? Why they ain't put no, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Why they ain't put no statue of him beating none of them other dudes? Why he couldn't get no statue when he ain't even get no statue when he beat Vladimir Klitschko.
Exactly. He beat Klitschko, the motherfucker that reigned for almost 30 fucking years.
Beat Vladimir Klitschko couldn't even get a statue, right? But as soon as you beat the outspoken, powerful black man, oh, we need a statue for this. You did something for the whole race, for the whole culture.
Yeah.
You know, we know what that is, man. Come on, man.
People want to act like they don't see that shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, won't act like they don't see that shit. It has nothing to do with race, right? This man beat, right? He beat Vladimir Klitschko, that was reigning champion for 12 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Man had the belts for 12 plus years, right?
Hall of Fame fighter, him and his brother.
Hall of Fame fighter beat Vladimir Klitschko. And you mean to tell me that you wait till he beat Wilder to make a statue, but it don't have nothing to do with race?
And at the time when he beat Vladimir, he was way bigger than fucking Wilder.
Right.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Quit playing with me. Let me see. Let me see what else we talking about in the chat. Macadocious, let me see. Sylvester 2011, what's happening with it? He said Lubin Rosario 50-50. I'm going with Lubin edging a decision. Well, I don't see that fight a 50-50 fight because you got to put some respect on Lubin's name. If you watch him and break both of them down, Lubin is a much better fighter than Jason Rosario. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you judging it like on that, Lubin is a much better fighter. The only thing, like I said, is scary is both of them have suspect chins. If Lubin didn't have a suspect chin and he had a rock solid chin like Jermell Charlo, wouldn't be nothing you have to worry about in this fight. And I'm telling y'all that, huh?
I say facts. But
yeah, if he didn't have a suspect chin, I mean, this is an easy fight to pick.
But I think that, and that's why I say it though. I think it's a 50-50 too. But I think because that power of Rosario is the equalizer, and not only that, Rosario was, the unified champion. So I'm gonna put some respect on his name as well, shit. So when I'm looking at it, I do think Lubin got the better skill set overall, the better boxer. But just when I look at Rosario, bro, even when he was fighting Jermell Charlo, he was having success putting that pressure on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Making him box, and that's what Lubin gonna have to do. Go out to box. But I think Lubin gonna hold his ground. But I still think Lubin gonna stop him with a body shot.
Right. He could. You know what I'm saying? And Michael Rogers says Lubin got a chip on his shoulder. Oh shit, I missed it. He said Lubin got a chip on his shoulder. He said, but Rosario may have learned from the male loss. He says leaning towards Lubin because of Cunningham. Glanza says that statue is racist. My man Wagon Reaction says, I ran across your channel the other day. I was checking out some of your content. I love how you keep it real. Kingston, Jamaica in the building. Salute to you. And he says that he always watch Money Brown TV. He love his content, man. We appreciate the support for sure.
No doubt. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you all the way to Kingston, my brother. Welcome to Jam Rock.
Welcome to Jam Rock.
Mike Ryan's going down, man.
Arturo Shoddy, he says Lubin on Tank undercard. Yup. He sure is. Lubin is on Tank undercard.
Make sure you say pay-per-view. Arturo Shoddy.
Yeah, pay-per-view undercard.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, Tank big time this weekend, boy. And he going up. I wonder how they're gonna do that with the Vasyl, because Vasyl Lomachenko and Nakatani a hell of a fight too, bro.
Man,
and all of this is on Saturday, so I wonder how they gonna do that, man.
I think they gonna probably edge it to the point like they did last time. Vasyl and Nakatani probably fight after Tank pay-per-view go off, like how I caught in New Way fight after who was that week? There was somebody out there's fucking stream. I forgot, but they gonna try to put it on the time schedule to where they can be after them and shit. So
right.
We'll see.
Yeah, man. It's so many fights going down. Let me see. When is the weigh-in? The weigh-in should be happening soon for the Nakatani too. For Nakatani and Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They real friendly with each other, dog.
I mean,
and Vasyl Lomachenko, man, he looked like he ready, bro. He looked like he rejuvenated. He in good, you know what I'm saying? He's in good spirits. Yeah. I like how he looked, man, because he looked very nervous, man. If you really go back to the Teofimo Lopez, he was different, man. He was different. Like, he wasn't smiling, he wasn't laughing, like he was kind of like had that nervous type of energy if you go back and really look at it.
Yeah, I was looking at him, they was talking about that shit. I ain't gonna say nervous when I was looking at him, but he was looking a little, like, I don't know, it was different, bro. Like when Tio was talking and shit, how Loma was looking over there, like usually Loma I don't know, and he speak like that, but I get him in the ring, he show it. I come on, somebody go to the basketball. Yeah, he can't do that. He can't do it. Somebody got to do it. He's not. He don't know. He don't know. But I show. I show. I show. I don't talk. I show. Nobody was saying nothing. Like
Yeah,
damn.
he was saying that like his whole energy was off, bro. But so check this out, man. Check this out. So a lot of people been coming out with this news talking about, Boo Boo Andrade is about to fight Triple G. Triple G about to fight Boo Boo Andrade. Man, I need to stop with this bullshit. Triple G is not fighting no Doodoo Andrade. Y'all don't believe that shit. That fight ain't going down. I don't care what's that dude, Drunk Punch or what, you know what I'm saying? I
Nah,
don't care what
the zone talking about it now. So
I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I really don't.
I feel you on that.
I don't think it's gonna happen. You can't make Triple G fight. First of all, they already had a fight set up for Murata and Triple G, but basically was already, you know what I'm saying, already set in stone. How all of a sudden, because Andrade tweeted out a tweet, said, you know what I'm saying, they said something like GGG or something. How all of a sudden now this is the fight that's next? What happened to the Murata fight? Now, of course, I would love to see Doodoo Andrade go in there and beat the shit out of Triple G. But the thing with that is Triple G been saying, and he said on several occasions, that he's never going to fight Doodoo Andrade. And he's never going to fight Jamal Charlo. He said that out of his own mouth on several occasions. He's never mentioned their name. He's never even looked like he wanted to fight them. Never said nothing about them, ever. Now, all of a sudden, the news come out that, oh, yeah, this is the fight that they're trying to make for next. Oh, what happened to Murata and Triple G in December? All of a sudden, that fight just disappeared? I don't understand. I mean, it sounds good, but I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe they're going to fight. I just don't.
When I look at it, I give it a certain percentage, probably 30%. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving it maybe 25%. But I'm with you, like, yeah, I don't know, man. Triple G, if he got a shot to go over there to Japan and fight Murata, a motherfucker that's his style, the style they like to fight, you know what I mean? I believe he's going to go to Japan and fight Murata. The only way I think we can get Triple G to fight Charlo or Andrade, it's just my opinion, is if they fight one another and one of them become unified champion and Triple G or Murata become unified champion. And every time the press stick a microphone in Triple G in their face, they say, well, you got 2 belts, he got 2 belts. Why don't you make it happen? And the fans clamoring for the shit to where he's backed up in the corner. And it's like, man, we don't want to see you fight nobody else but that champion. You know what I mean? But Abel Sanchez made it clear. Triple G made it clear that he wants no smoke with Cholo and Andrade for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? They say they don't even like Cholo for calling him Little G and all that shit. And Cholo never said nothing really, really disrespectful. He just said, Little G. And they ain't want no parts of him. And Abel Sanchez said out of his own mouth on Dante Boxing that shit. So it's like we never know with Triple G, man. He's 39 years old now. Do you want to go in there and fight the young bull? Do we feel like he can beat the young bull, seeing how he been looking in his last fights? So I think he feel like he just want to go over there and fight the motherfucker that's going to come to him and let's go bang and give him a chance to land that power. Maybe retire. I ain't going to say he go lead the game, nothing like that. Now, I think he still got fights left for his own, but he ain't trying to go, fuck with them. But I ain't going to not give it a percentage. I give it a 25, 30% chance that it might happen. You feel me? Depending on what's going on in Japan with the COVID shit or, with the money that they're trying to give him, or if they go bring my mans over here to fight Triple G, or however that shit go. So we'll see, though. But that's something that I ain't going to bank my money on or be anxious and in the win looking for. I am like he, though. I would like to see Andrade beat Triple G ass. You know what I'm saying? If he could beat Triple G, because I like Triple G also. I ain't no Triple G hater. I like Triple G. So see if he could beat him. You know what I'm saying? See if he could beat him and shit. So we'll see.
Watch, I'm gonna pull up something, right? Just
let me shout my brother Ricky Rams out though. What's going down, Ricky, man? What's going down, bro? He said, I guarantee the Wilder win on 7/24. They are trying to memorialize Fury's win in history. because they know Fury about to get his ass handed to him, and them all facts.
You got a whole trilogy, and they putting the statue up now.
All right, man.
They know. Hold on, watch, man. I'm gonna pull up Triple G. Let's go ahead and break down Triple G right now, since we got an open show, and we hold on, watch. Cause to me, I think Triple G, he was good. He has skills, but I think his whole career, most of that shit was smoke and mirrors, man. Hold on, let's go ahead and bring Triple G stuff up. Hold on. Blow this up. I ain't use the screen share thing in a minute.
I gotta learn how to use that shit. My brother John Kramer was going down. Champ, how you feeling? We doing A-OK, my brother. We doing A-OK. We can't complain.
This out the way. Hold on, let me go back. No, I'm gonna share this screen with y'all. Hold on. So we gonna go through this together. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, we gonna go down Triple G's resume, because to me, I think that his whole career was a fucking smoke and mirrors, right? They tried to feed you that this man was just the best thing in the world, the best middleweight. Remember, they told you that he was the best middleweight since Sugar Ray Robinson. Better than Roy Jones was, better than Bernard Hopkins, better than all them dudes, right? Now let's go, because Money, he touched on something, right? He just want to be in the ring with somebody that's going to come forward and be right in front of him. Now, if you break down all of his opponents throughout his career, they were tailor-made for his style. Let's go down his opponent list, okay? Can you see the names on the list? Can y'all see that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Y'all can see it? Okay. So we start right here. Gabor blah, whatever his name is. Navaraka. I don't know none of these dudes. That's early in the career.
Yeah, you can't start early.
Yeah, we gonna go past all of this. This is where let me see how many fights in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Get to the Poland kid, his first fight in America where he made his name.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hold on. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, hold on, 24, 20, okay, 24. He had 24 fights before he fought anybody you even knew who the fuck he was.
That's his first fight in America. That's his first fight in America.
Rosado. Right?
No, not Gabe. I'm talking about
well, it was only one other dude I knew who he was. That's Kasim Uma.
Yeah, but that's the champion, the guy right there. That's his first fight in America.
Who?
Go back up. Before Gabe Rosado, he won a world title.
Mikado Fichi.
No. Go up one more. Right there. Proska. That's the Poland kid.
Proska?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's his first fight that he had in America right there.
Okay, yeah, he ain't fought nobody, right?
Yeah,
so he had 24 fights and ain't fought nobody. And he won the WBO, right?
WBA.
Yeah, my bad. He won the WBA, and the IBO world title, right? So he won the WBA and the IBO world title from a dude named Proska that probably, I'm pretty sure that 99% of the people that's watching this and 99% of the people that's gonna watch this don't even know who he is, right?
Yeah,
then he fought Gabriel.
I know who he is, and he had his little thing going.
Yeah, you that 1% that will know who he is, right? So and that's it. And I'm just keeping it real, you know. Gabriel. Then he fought Gabriel Rosado. Okay, Gabriel Rosado at the time, he was a guy that was going to come straight towards you. Gabriel Rosado was a C-level fighter. You know what I'm saying? He was going to come straight towards you. But Gabriel Rosado just really started trying to box and change his style.
And he came up from 154.
Yeah, and he came up, right? So okay, that's one opponent right there.
But don't forget, Gabe was banging. Was Gabe the one that showed people that his ass can be hit, and that he was because they were trying to make him like
Right.
this.
Gabe was banging with him, but Gabe was fighting the wrong fight because he was standing
That's
right in front of him and he was trading blow for blow with him. Right.
that's the only fight he could fight. Triple G was on his ass.
Um. So now we're gonna go to Ashita Naburo Ashita. Don't nobody know who he is. The dude had 8 losses at the time. At the time, Gabriel Rosado already had 5 losses, right? Then you had Matthew Macklin. Everybody know that Matthew Macklin wasn't that. He already had 4 losses. Then you had Curtis Stevenson. Everybody didn't touch Curtis Stevenson's chin and knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Stevenson, another fighter that's going to be right there in front of you, that's going to go blow for blow. All of these fighters, they have something in common that I've named. They all going to stand right in front of you, right? Then you had Adama, how do you say that? Osumna? I don't know who he is.
That's the
right?
black dude. I remember him.
Yeah. But yeah, we knew who he was by seeing him, but we didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't know who he was, I did.
I mean, well, I mean, if you watched a lot of his fights, I never watched a lot of his fights. I'm pretty sure that nobody in here watching none of his fights, but maybe that fight and maybe one more, if that. Daniel Gill. Everybody know who Daniel Gill was. He was a UK fighter, right? Okay, he was an all right fighter, but like I said, the same type of fighter right there to be hit that's going to stand right in front of you, right? Everybody knows who Marco Antonio Rubio is. The same type of fucking rock'em sock robot type of fighter that was going to stand directly in front of Triple G, right?
He was like 45 at the time.
Exactly. Old as hell at the time, right? Then he fought Mark Murray. That's the guy. I think Mark Murray at the time went the longest with Triple G because he took him to 11 rounds.
11 rounds, yeah.
Mark Murray ended up being a bona fide gatekeeper, right? What he was. He ended up being a bona fide gatekeeper. Never had no big wins. Never beat nobody special. A guy that was gonna stand right in front of you, right? And these are for title fights. These are dudes that he fight for title, right?
Well, he defend his title.
Right. The first type of fighter that he fought that wasn't a rock'em sock'em robot type of fighter that was gonna stand in front of you. The first boxer, right, that Triple G fought was an unknown kid by the name of Willie Monroe that already had lost one time. He couldn't punch as hard as I can, right? Can't punch as hard as I can. Named Willie Monroe. Now, let's pull up Willie Monroe real quick. Because Willie Monroe, he ain't done nothing in his career. He still only has 24 fights and 3 losses, right? Tested positive for PEDs, right? Yeah. Let's see if Willie Monroe beat anybody. Lost to Billy Joe Saunders. Lost to Gennady Golovkin. And before that, he lost to Darnell Boone. Now, Darnell Boone is a big puncher. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see if Willie Monroe beat anybody leading up to
John Thompson was that was the Super Series that he won.
Brandon Adams, he beat Brandon Adams, and Brandon Adams back then he was just kind of starting in boxing, Brandon Adams is a lot better than he was back then now. You know what I'm saying? He was really green back then. Let me see if he beat him.
That was another Super Series that he was in.
Yeah, let me see if he beat anybody on here for him to, go into a Triple G fight, for Triple G to look at to look at Willie Monroe and say, you know what? This kid is he making noise. Let's give him a, what I'm saying? Let me fight Willie Monroe. This could be a competitive bout for me. Let's see if he beat anybody on here. Like I said, he had lost to Darnell Boone, Torrey Smith, Miguel Alvarez, Vitaly Kopalenko, Brandon Adams, Brian Vera. Brian Vera already had 8 losses at that time. but he's not even a gatekeeper. But I like Brian Vera. Shout out to Brian Vera. You know, he was a fighter that had, substance abuse problems really heavy. And during that time, Brian Vera had really heavy substance abuse problems, but now he's sober. You know, I got him on my he's one of my friends on my page. He's a cool dude, man. And then so he fought Gennady Golovkin, right? So leading up to him fighting Gennady Golovkin, Willie Monroe had beat nobody. He had done nothing in his career. But that shows you why Gennady Golovkin picked him. Or whoever, was picking Gennady Golovkin's fights, right? So the only fighter that he chose to fight that wasn't a rock'em sock'em robot was a guy named Willie Monroe that had never beat nobody, that he wasn't gonna knock nothing out, right? Had no knockout power. Then he fought David Lemieux. David Lemieux was a guy that has KO power, right? But what type of fighter was he, Money? What type of fighter is David Lemieux?
Come forward fighter.
A come forward fighter that's going to stand right in front of you and go blow for blow. Same type of fighter, right? Then he fights Dominique Wade. Dominique Wade is a guy that nobody had never heard of. Still don't nobody know nothing about Dominique Wade to this day.
I ain't fought since that fight.
To this day, he only fought twice since that fight. He fought Dominique Wade in 2016, right? Dominique Wade took off 17, 18, took off 3 years, came back and fought twice and ain't fought since then. Right? Ain't nobody heard of Dominique Wade since then or before then. So, lets you know what Gennady Golovkin is doing. Then he fights Kell Brook. Kell Brook moves up 2 weight classes, right? And this is, to me, this is what really exposed Gennady Golovkin. This Kell Brook fight, to me, exposed Gennady Golovkin because, hold on, hold on, y'all. Okay, let me see. So this fight right here, Kell Brook, it exposed Gennady Golovkin to me. Because if you remember that fight, Kell Brook was pretty much landing anything that he wanted to on Gennady Golovkin. The only thing is Gennady Golovkin was a true middleweight, had been at middleweight, as you guys can see, his whole career, and Kell Brook had to move up 2 weight classes. So Kell Brook had never, felt that type of power before. But he didn't even stop Kell Brook. Remember, they stopped the fight for Kell Brook because Kell Brook got a broken eye socket. Different. Kell Brook tapped out against Errol Spence. He never stopped fighting against Gennady Golovkin. And that's one thing that people don't remember, Money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He never went down and stopped fighting against Gennady Golovkin. They stopped the fight. He was still fighting Gennady Golovkin, right? But he landed any and everything that he wanted on Gennady Golovkin. And he won the first couple rounds against Gennady Golovkin. A man that was moving up to 2 weight classes to a division he had never fought in, right? The only reason Kell Brook took that fight is because I think that Chris Eubank was supposed to fight Gennady Golovkin, and Chris Eubank pulled out of that fight. But Chris Eubank, right? What type of fighter is Chris Eubank?
A banger.
A banger. Chris, especially at that time, Chris Eubank had no movement, no boxing skills like that. He was gonna come in and he was gonna fucking swing to the fences. A guy that already got beat by, who had Chris Eubank got beat by at that time already?
Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe Saunders had already beat Chris Eubank, right? So he was supposed to fight Chris Eubank. That fight didn't come through. Now they have Kell Brook, right, to move up to fight Gennady Golovkin. Motherfucking Eddie Hearn talked Kell Brook into moving up to fight Gennady Golovkin. Eddie Hearn talked him into it. This is going to be the biggest payday. Come on. Let's do it, right? So we know how that turned out. Now, up until then, at this point, let's see how many fights Gennady Golovkin has. I mean, up until this point, Gennady Golovkin has what? 40, 30-something fight, up in the high 30s. Gennady Golovkin, I mean, is in the prime of his career, got a ton of fights already, right? When he finally fights Daniel Jacobs. Finally fight a fighter that's on the even playing field, right? Not a fighter that's just gonna come straight forward, don't have no type of, head movement, don't have no type of footwork. He finally fights a fighter that's considered to be a top level middleweight, right? It took him that long. Let's see. Let me go back to this box. Hold on. Let me go back to this real quick. Hold on. Go back to this screen share where I can. Hold on, man. Okay, here we go. So, Gennady Golovkin started his professional career in 2006. It took him, 11 years, right? It took Gennady Golovkin 11 years to fight a top level, a real middleweight that wasn't tailor-made to his style. And what happened in the first fight that he took against a guy that was a top level middleweight? A controversial decision where the fight could have went either way. See, before that, Gennady Golovkin was walking through and knocking out everybody, right? These are facts. Hold on, man. Before that, Gennady Golovkin was walking through everybody and knocking everybody out. Is it not true, Money?
Yeah, he did drop Daniel Jacobs though. He dropped him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, the fight overall. The fight overall happened to be a very, very close fight that some people thought Daniel Jacobs won. Some people thought Gennady Golovkin won. Right?
Jacobs fought the shit out of his ass in that fight.
Right. Like I said, it was a controversial fight. So the first fight that you have in your entire career where you step up, they finally put you in with it took them 11 years to finally put you in with an opponent that wasn't tailor-made toward your style, 11 years in your career, and you have a controversial fight where most people think it could have went either way. The next fight, you go in there against another great fighter, right? Saul Alvarez moved up, though. Saul Alvarez moves up to 160 pounds for the first time, and he moved no, because before the Alvarez fight, you fight another guy that ain't all that weight class, that moved up a weight, that was already, way out of his prime. You fight Vasyl Martirosyan, right? And I think he was coming off like a 2-year layoff too. Let's look at Vasyl Martirosyan. Vasyl Martirosyan was coming off a 2-year layoff. A 2-year layoff and moved up in weight. You fighting a dude that was coming off a 2-year layoff and moving up in weight, that had already lost to guys like Lara, Jermell Charlo, also lost to Dudu Andrade, right? So he take off 2 years, didn't touch him. You pick him to fight everybody else in the middleweight division, but you choose to fight Vasyl Martirosyan. This is your great white hype. This is the great white hype. Gennady Golovkin, y'all. Right? So, let me see. Let me go back. So, after that, right? You know what? He fought Saul Alvarez, right? So, Saul Alvarez, he fought Saul Alvarez right after he fought Daniel Jacobs. Hell of a fight. Saul Alvarez moved up to 160 pounds, right? Now, a lot of people think that Gennady Golovkin won this fight. I talk about this fight all the time. I picked Gennady because I believed the hype a little bit. I was believing the hype. But like I said, when he fought Kell Brook, I was like, and when he fought Daniel Jacobs, I'm like, man, he ain't all of that. But at that point in time, Saul Canelo Alvarez, I wasn't believing the hype in Saul and Canelo at that time. And I'm going to keep it real. Me and Money talk about this all the time. I didn't believe the hype in with Canelo at that point in time because Canelo, to me, he wasn't fighting nobody at that point in time. And those are facts. Canelo was not fighting nobody at that time. What the hell? Hold on. I don't know what that is. Canelo wasn't fighting nobody at that time, right? Canelo at that time, he was fighting dudes like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Bomb. He was fighting dudes like Kirkland and Liam Smith. And, he wasn't fighting nobody. right? Canelo had guys on his resume, right? I think that Canelo fought Cotto when Cotto was, past his prime. And so Canelo wasn't impressing me at that point in time. I wasn't believing that Canelo hype, right? And I felt, and I'm just keeping it real with y'all, I felt that Gennady Golovkin was going to knock out Canelo. I'm like, ain't no way this man is going to move up to 160 pounds and beat Gennady Golovkin. My boy was telling me, nah, Canelo got a lot better. He's a lot better now. And I'm like, how the fuck you think he better when Canelo Alvarez hasn't fought anybody? How can you tell me that he's better when his competition that he's fighting at the time is some bullshit, right? That's how I felt at that point in time. So I said, it ain't no way that Canelo's going to go beat Gennady Golovkin. So me and my partner, we bet. At the time, we bet $10,000 on the fight, right? We bet $10,000 on the knockout, right? So basically, if Gennady Golovkin knocked him out, right, he'll have to pay me $10,000, right? And then the winner of the fight, right, got to pay $5,000. So we bet $10,000 and we bet $5,000, right? At the end of that fight, I was pissed off because I'm listening to the commentary. I'm listening and we watching the fight, right? And I'm pissed off. I'm like, man, Gennady Golovkin won that fight. I'm like, Gennady Golovkin won that fight. Gennady Golovkin, Triple G won that fight. I'm like, that's some bullshit. They always pull some shit like this when it comes to Canelo. And I'm mad. Right? Right? Let me finish what I'm saying. Watch. And I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm like, man, fuck that. They fucked me out of my money, right? And my dude, he's smiling and he's like, yeah, man. He was like, shit, I got away with one there. He was like, I think Triple G won the fight also, right? I got away with one. And I'm mad, right? I'm pissed off. So I ended up and I go back and I watch that fight 5 times. I watch it with no sound and I'm studying the fight. I'm watching it because, when you watch a fight, you around everybody, people screaming, you listen to the loud commentary, and you not really watching the fight like that. I went back and I watched the fight, and I watched it 5 times, and I said, "Damn, the Triple G and Gennady Golovkin fight, it was really a draw. I scored every round, and I did it 5 times. I went back, and all 5 times when I broke down the fight money, I had the same score in each round." I said, damn, this fight was really a draw. I picked up the phone. I called my partner. I said, bro, you actually didn't get away with one, man. I said, you got to go back and watch that fight. I said, Canelo actually did a lot of shit that we didn't recognize in that fight. And I noticed something. I said, every time Canelo decided to actually throw with Triple G and stand with him and throw, I noticed that Canelo was landing and he was parrying Triple G shots and he was countering it, right? But the only thing, Canelo wasn't as active in that fight, right? I told my homeboy, I said, that was a draw. I said, if they rematch each other, I said, Canelo gonna beat Triple G. I said, any way he want to fight, Canelo gonna beat Triple G, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Long story short is that fight was actually a draw. So that's another fight, another high-profile, top-level fighter that Triple G got in the ring. And what happens? A controversial decision that he didn't win, right? It was a draw.
My bad.
So then he fights another bum, something that he's known for doing. Goes and fight a dude named Steve Rose that ain't nobody never heard of. Another bum. Something that he done done his whole career besides probably besides probably like what, 4 fights, 3, 4 fights, right? Knocks out another bum. And then he goes and fights Sergey Derevyanchenko. Sergey Derevyanchenko is an Olympian. And Sergey Derevyanchenko beat the shit out of Triple G. Triple G got a gift decision against Sergey Derevyanchenko. Sergey Derevyanchenko went and beat the shit out of Triple G. Period. Another top level, real middleweight, not a guy that was moving up in weight, right? What happens? He gets a gift decision and really lost that fight. Then he does what Triple G knows how to do. He goes and fight another fucking bomb that ain't nobody heard of, Camille Zermeta, the same guy that just got knocked out, right? That just got stopped by Jaime Munguia. Now, I just broke Triple G whole resume down, and I did it for a reason, right? I broke his whole resume down for y'all so y'all can see, because a lot of people are still fooled by Triple G. Well, Triple G he's only lost to Canelo, this and that. No, his whole career was smoke and mirrors. Some shit that HBO fed you, right? And me, this ain't nothing about, because I know a lot of y'all, he racist. Fuck all of that. That was the great white hype that they fed you, right? I don't have nothing against a fighter for whatever color he is. I don't care if you fucking purple. If you can fight, you can fight. But the thing is they fed y'all a great white hype. They ran with it. They promoted Triple G as being an indestructible guy that nobody could beat. But what I prove right there is every time he got in the ring with somebody that was a top caliber fighter, he either lost to him or had a controversial decision. And that's a fact. His whole career was fighting dudes that were tailor-made to him. Guys that they knew that they were going to put him in the ring, the power that he has, the fighting style that he has, he was just going to walk through them. Anytime he got in the ring with a real level middleweight, what happened? What I'm saying, anytime he got in the ring with a real level middleweight, what happened? And salute to Blue Blood Sports TV. What's happening with you, Blue? You see what I'm saying? So,
Big Bro Blue, how you feeling, champ?
So, and I know you like Triple G money, but these are facts. These are facts, because at one point, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. Like I said, one thing you're going to get from me is I'm going to always keep it 100 when it comes to this boxing shit. Whether I prove myself wrong or whatever, I'm going to keep it 100 about it, right? And I'm not going to lie, I fell into that trap. I believed the hype. I was like, this dude Triple G is a beast. But we failed to realize and to break down what type of opponents that they was putting him in the ring with, right? And I say this to say that, I say that to say this, and let Money Brown cook, right? Yeah, Triple G has skills. Yeah, he had devastating power, right? But it was flaws in Triple G's game and his arsenal that his people around him knew very early on, and they knew what type of fighters that he was going to have a problem with. Go back to the amateurs. Anthony Durrell was beating the shit out of Triple G in the amateurs. I don't care who wanted to say. Anthony Durrell was boxing Triple G's head off in the amateurs. So they have been knowing that, bro. They've been knowing that. So Triple G, like I said, he don't want to fight Demetrius Dudu Andrade or none of them other top guys, because he'll get exposed like he always has. He stepped in the ring with top level competition that wasn't tailor-made to the way that he fights. And any promoter can get a fighter that has a lot of power, that has skills, and they can move them the right way, and they can make them look like that they're indestructible. Any promoter can do that. So I'm going to say this. Look at some of your favorite fighters. Study them, but don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. And so go ahead, man. Go ahead, Money. I'm going to let you cook.
Yeah, to Triple G defense, at middleweight, he was trying to fight the best guys that was at the middleweight division. You know what I mean? They wouldn't get into the ring with him. And what I respected about Triple G was he stayed busy. You know, he was a champion. He stayed busy. He didn't let, because them guys gonna get in the ring with him, discourage him to stay on the outside looking in, calling out this dude, trying to make them fight. So the fights that he was fight, they want the top-notch cats. And I will agree with that. They was not the top-notch cats, but Triple G was trying to fight the best of the best coming up at the 160-pound division. Now, that's a fact. Now, when it came down to Andre Ward calling him out, he didn't step up to the plate. And that's where I had the problem with Triple G. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, he was trying to fight some of the 154-pound top cats because their name was bigger than the middleweight name. But I'm like, okay, so if you want them to come up to fight you, if you're trying to fight Floyd, not only that, you try to fight Floyd Mayweather. You try to fight Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And you was willing to go down to 154. But when Andre Ward said, let's fight at 168, you talking about you weren't going nowhere, right? And we know Triple G had his whole career at 160 pounds. You know what I mean? His entire career was at 160. Never went up to challenge himself or nothing like that. So I got my knocks on Triple G, but I'm also going to give him his just due because he was the unified champion at 160. And he was trying to get the big names at 160. Them boys weren't trying to fuck with Triple G. They weren't trying to fight it for whatever reason. So you got to stay busy. You got to fight somebody. Same things I be saying about Gary Russell Jr. You got to stay busy. You got to fight somebody. You know what I mean? Triple G, he knocked out a bunch of motherfuckers that weren't on the A level, but at the same time, he was making history. You know what I mean? He was making history. He was adding up the wins. They was title defenses. Whether you like it or not, they was title defenses. He was a unified champion. So he was making history at the same time, putting himself in the history books. And he was still calling out the top cats while he was knocking their ass out. So we're not too impressed with his resume. I'm not too impressed with the resume. But I understand why his resume was what it was at the same time. You know what I mean? He was looking like a motherfucking freight train when he get into that ring. And then when he did face Daniel Jacobs is a top dog. He ain't no piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him his just doing that fight. Win, lose, or draw. He faced Daniel Jacobs. He fought Canelo. Some people thought he won the first fight. I thought Canelo edged the first fight out, me, myself. But if you say you had Triple G win that fight, I won't be pissed off at you. He fought the shit out of him. Came back and fought him again. Didn't fight the fight that he said he was going to fight. You know what I mean? Don't know what he was feeling or what he thought the judge was going to see. Right? But Canelo ended up getting him in that fight. Ended up going to be a world champion again. I thought he lost to Derevchenko, me, myself. So now that he's at 39 years of age, you know what I mean? Do we want to fight Demetrius Andrade? I don't know. You feel me? I can't, like I said, I got to give it a percentage. I can't say that he's afraid to fight him. But whatever the fuck his reasons is, they're not valid to me. You know what I mean? They're not valid at all. So all I'm going to do is sit back and wait and see if the fight get made or not. I would love to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to shit on it and be like, oh, he fighting this. I love to see the fight. I think it's still a good-ass fight. Triple G coming off some wins and shit. He's still strong, still can punch. He still know how to cut the ring and force you to fight to see what Demetrius Andrade got at him. And I love to see him fight Demetrius Andrade for Demetrius Andrade to get him a recognizable name on his resume. You know what I'm saying? Because he been going up the rankings, and his resume ain't looking too hot neither. Nor is Charlo resume looking too hot. So at the same time, you got to look at all these motherfuckers. And if you go through the resumes, a lot of them ain't going to look, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them going to look just like Triple G, even the top cats at the middleweight division. So, I just call a spade, man. I'm going to give him his just due for what he's done. You know what I mean? It ain't easy, right? Still knocking motherfuckers out. You got to knock them out. So he was knocking their ass out. I don't think he tied Benoit Hopkins' record. But he still got like 19, 20 title defenses on this shit that's going to stand in the history books. Can't take that away from the man. So at the end of the day, I like I said, I give it a 25-30% chance, just me on the outside looking in. But I really don't know what they're talking about. They could be, full forward on this shit, telling Triple G we're not going to pay for nothing else. You got to fight one of these top motherfuckers. You been getting paid a lot of money, and, we ain't been reaping the benefits for that shit. So, it probably been a situation like that to where he got to be forced to fight one of them motherfuckers or get some of that money back off his contract. And you know what I mean? So, we never know the situation, bro. All I'm going to do is sit back and wait. Like I say, I ain't in a win with it. Like, I'm just, this fight got to happen. Or this, I would love for it to happen, but I ain't going to get too uppity up for it. You know what I mean? But respect to Triple G, man. I like Triple G.
Yeah, I don't like him. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. But, so Blue Blood Sports TV said, he says, but what fighters at 160 was avoiding him?
Yeah, but he was still trying to fight the top fighters at 154, and there was some top fighters at 168 he was trying to fight. He just wasn't trying to fight Andre Ward, and that's why I had my problem with his ass. So he was trying to fight some top names. That's why I say he tried to fight names at 54. He tried to fight names at 68 that was bigger than the names at 60, right? But they weren't fucking with him.
Who was he trying to fight at 68 that wasn't messing with him? Cause I remember he said he would fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., but that ain't shit.
Chavez Jr. was on his shit back then.
Man, money. Come on, money.
Chavez Jr. had
Chavez
his,
Jr.
but,
ain't never been.
but back then, bro, Chavez Jr. was doing his thing though. He had his
Who did
buzz
Chavez Jr. beat though?
when he fought the shit out of Sergio Martinez, where he dropped his ass and almost knocked his
He
ass.
lost to Sergio Martinez
He lost
every round.
I know, but he still had the power. But the thing was,
But he lost to every round.
Yes, but he still had a buzz going, bro. He still had a buzz. So, I mean, that's just like on the come up. When cats on the come up, like you building your name for the buzz and you looking good. Triple G building his name on the buzz. He looking good. So let's meet up and fight, motherfucker, and see what it is. Like we didn't know that. Like when they made Sergio Martinez versus Chavez, I thought Chavez was gonna win the fight. Me myself, right? I picked Chavez to win.
You crazy?
Chavez had his buzz going, bro. He had his buzz.
You crazy, man. I want
you
good
looking
money
at Chavez right now. Yeah, people can look at Chavez right now and say this, that, and the third. But when Chavez was coming up, he had a buzz. Right? Am I right? But did he have a buzz? Am I right?
Yeah, but it was all bullshit. I mean, most of all of his fights were in Mexico. He came over here. He was damn near 51-0 already when he came here. You know what I'm saying? And he was just. I knew Chavez was never shit. See, I was a big Canelo fan back when because you know they both kind of started getting, you know what I'm saying, known and getting the buzz around the same time. So I like Canelo and I couldn't stand Chavez because I didn't like his daddy. I'm gonna keep it 100. And then I was like, man, this dude ain't shit because I noticed that Chavez was never fighting nobody. And when Chavez first stepped up and he fought somebody, he got a gift decision. I'm gonna tell y'all who it was. It was like it was, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I know you remember this fight, Money.
Yeah, I remember it. I know.
He got a gift decision, bro, and he lost that fight call. I remember watching it on HBO. And Chavez got his ass beat, but they gave him the decision. Watch, I'm gonna pull up his box rec right now on my phone because I remember it. Well, he did beat Andy Lee, so I think that's when people really got high on Chavez when he beat Andy Lee. Let me see. The dude was it was some with a Z, I think. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up because it's gonna bother me if I don't. Yep, that's Sebastian Zibic. You remember when he fought that dude, Sebastian Zibic?
Yeah.
His last name is spelled Z-B-I-K. I don't know if the Z is you know what I'm saying, silent, but Sebastian Bick or Zibic or however you say it, right? When he fought that dude beat the shit out of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and he got a gift decision, right? They ended up giving Chavez a majority decision, right? But that's why it was a majority decision because one of the judges scored the fight for the other dude, but the other two scored it for Julio Cesar Chavez when he lost. But other than that, I mean, he hadn't beat nobody. He beat Andy Lee. Andy Lee was okay back then. He knocked out Andy Lee. And he ain't never beat nobody, bro. He ain't never beat nobody. But so I'm not going to give him credit for wanting to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. But I do get what you're saying. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had a big name. But when that fight did come to fruition, and that, you know, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. didn't take the fight or whatever happened, Andre Ward stepped up to the plate, a real one. See, he wanted to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. because he seen that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was what type of fighter was Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Money?
Come forward.
A come forward fighter that's going to be straight in front of him, just like all the other fighters that Gennady Golovkin was fighting. So I mean, that's a no-brainer, bro. That's a no-brainer to me.
One thing is this: we see Charlo at 60, we see Andrade at 60, and when we look at their resumes, we can say, well, they didn't fight nobody, but we still want to see that fight. So,
but they're not telling you that Charlo and Andrade are the best fighters since Sugar Ray Robinson at middleweight.
I mean, I didn't believe that,
bro. They're not telling you that Andrade and Jamal Charlo are better than Bernard Hopkins and all of that.
That's why I say about networks though. Like, you know, they gonna do that shit to big up the fight. They trying to keep the fighter on the network. They trying to get the money off of them, trying to get the ratings. They gonna do that shit just like they did with Lomachenko, better than Muhammad Ali, the best thing and all that shit. Like I don't believe all that shit. Like I don't let that shit get to me. Like it, because that's what I tell you all the time. I'm not gonna let somebody else put my perception on the fighter, right? And not saying nobody do that shit, but just me, because people love to do that shit. They listen to the TV networks. They listen to the motherfucking the analysis, the motherfucking commentators, and they talk good about the fighter. And then people, oh man, they said it, man, fuck him, man, he ain't this. I want to see him get his ass whooped, this and that. And you'll look at what he's doing and just overlook at what he's doing and shit. So I always make my own perception on the fighter. Triple G, when he was coming up, he was a bad motherfucker, bro. He was knocking shit out. He had the power. He was trying to fight the motherfuckers that he was trying to fight. Like I say, the Andre Ward shit did rub me the wrong way. But he was calling out some names, trying to get their ass to fight him, and nobody was fucking with him.
So this is my thing, Money. The reason I don't like him, right? And I have a good reason. The reason why I don't like some of these other fighters. And you know, I keep it 100, right? I never had no problem with Triple G until I seen fighters really trying to fight him. And I'm like, he don't want to fight nobody. You had fighters clamoring, calling out to fight him, big name fighters, right? And he didn't want to fight none of them. He was skipping over all of them to choose fighters that nobody knew about. There was no type of threat, right? So we could play that game that, okay, well, guys was ducking him. First of all, I mean, who was really ducking him at 160? Now, I'll give you one name. One name that I believe that I know was ducking him was Kid Chocolate. Kid Chocolate was ducking him. And I know Blue ain't going to like that because, you know, Kid Chocolate from the NY, but he was ducking him. Kid Chocolate basically was like, said some shit like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to pay me a whole bunch of money if you want me to get in the ring with that man. Bro, you're a professional fighter. So Kid Chocolate was ducking him. I'm not going to sit up here and act like Kid Chocolate wasn't ducking him. But other than that, who was ducking him at 160?
I mean, we have to go back and see who's in the division. Like, my damn mind, like, we got so much boxing system. Ain't like I can just call it right off hand. But I know Triple G was trying to fight the best out there early in his career. I remember that shit blankly, clearly. And they weren't fucking with him. So you got to fight. You got to fight who they put in front of you. And you can't sit on the sideline. Otherwise, your motherfucking career get wasted. And Triple G was coming to the game. He was up there in age, too. So, shit, he did what he had to do.
Cassandra Mason. Salute to the Queen Cassandra Mason. Salute to Sheena.
Queen Sheena, what's going down, Lord?
Salute to my man, Coach in the building, man. How you been, Coach?
What's happening with it? My brother Devin Blocker, what's going down, man? We see y'all in the chat.
Mr. Mechanical, what's happening with it? Michael Rogers, what's happening with it? Let me see. Galanza, shit. And like I said, man, salute to everybody. My man, Act Reacher, banging that gavel on your head. The Jab Jamboree, what's happening with it, Act?
What's going down, Act?
Yeah, but man, that's why I don't like Triple G.
Before he say they gave that boy 22 and a half.
What happened?
Remember he said he got his time today? Ruben Gutierrez just said they gave him some Viking football numbers, 22 and a half years in prison. They gave him 22 and a half, bro, for George Floyd.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Man, they gave him 22 and a half years?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up, bro. Cause I was mad because everybody jumping up and down, all hyper and shit, dog. Talking about, oh yeah, he got convicted. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, they gonna get that man a slap on the wrist and let his bitch ass go. You know what I'm saying? After a couple years, they gave that's what I'm talking about. They gave 20. They should have gave him life, but you know, 22 and a half is good with me, dog.
Black,
be an old ass man. Oh, what's good with it? Black Fight Fan off in that super chat. What's happening with it? He say salute to y'all boys. Keep working. Danny Jacobs was ducking Triple G like a motherfucker.
Thank you, Black.
Yeah, he was. He was Daniel Jacobs and Kid Chocolate was ducking him because Daniel Jacobs did say, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I said, one thing I will do is keep it 100. Daniel Jacobs said that shit too. They said he was gonna have to pay him a lot of money to step in the ring with Triple G. So Daniel Jacobs was ducking them too at one point in time. So Daniel Jacobs and Kid Chocolate, they were both ducking him. Huh?
I'm telling you, when you go see all the top middleweights, they want to fight him.
That's true. That's true, Danny. But like I'm saying, it don't But it doesn't take away the fact is that they was putting opponents in front of him that was tailor-made to his style. And then when them real hitters, right, when he got exposed a bit, everybody started stepping up to the plate and wanting to fight him. They was making excuses. Abel Sanchez and them was making excuses. Come on, bro. You can't tell me that Triple G shouldn't have been in the ring with a Dudu Andrade or Jamal Charlo. Come on, man. He didn't even want to fight Derevyanchenko. He didn't want to fight Derevyanchenko.
Yeah, I agree. He should have fought Jamal Charlo and Andrade, but at that time too, right? Because they was at 154 for a minute, but he was trying to get Canelo, the biggest name, at 160. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no excuse. Like, hell yeah, like I want to see all their ass fight, but he was trying to get Canelo and shit.
Right.
But like I say, I don't fuck with Abel Sanchez. Like I said,
Canelo was moving up in weight, dog.
I was on Triple G ass too when he said that shit. Abel Sanchez said that shit about Charlo. Oh, little, because he said he's little G. He'll never get the fight. We're never going to fight. I'm like, what? Like, come on now, bro. How the fuck you not gonna fight Charlo, nigga? He's one of the biggest names of the division. Yeah, I was pissed off at that shit and Andrade. Like I was with Canelo. I wanted Canelo to fight Maul and motherfucking Andrade at 160 when he was there. You feel me? But now that Canelo at 168 and they at 160, I want them to face each other. Y'all the biggest fight, and y'all go make your own history, and it's gonna show them that they don't need Canelo to make their own history. Like Wilder showed Joshua, he didn't need him to make his own history when he fought Fury the first time. That shit got the buzz. Like y'all make your own buzz out there.
I feel you, man. I feel what you're saying, but I don't fuck with Triple G, man. Because, like I said, man, when Cass started stepping up and he talking all that big shit, though, man. He was talking all that big shit like, oh, he'll knock out anybody from 160 to 175. Why he ain't take that Andre Ward smoke? Oh, no, not him. Not Ward. No. Talking all that shit.
He's a drama show. He's not big drama.
No big drama show. Come on, man. But man, what else going on? You want to come on? Let me get off of Triple G head, man.
What else cracker lacking?
Like I said, this is an open show today. What y'all want to cook on in the chat? Blue Blood say, hold on, let me see what Blue Blood say. Blue Blood say, Danny Jacobs absolutely did not duck Triple G. He says they didn't want to pay Jacobs the money he wanted for a unification bout. But I did hear, right? I did hear Daniel Jacobs said, if you want me to get in the ring with that man, right? And he was putting the emphasis on it like, man, that killer kind of type of shit. Y'all going to have to pay me a whole lot of money. So
you my brother and I love you, Blue. That New York boys, they want nothing to do with Triple G, Blue.
But at the end of the day, good night and good luck. See, and I think that a lot of them fighters, see, Triple G wasn't all of that, bro. But a lot of them fighters,
Triple G was icy.
Hold on. A lot of them fighters, they played into that hype. You see what I'm saying? HBO did a great job of building the Great White hype up, of building him up to make him look like fucking RoboCop. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. They built him up, making him look like RoboCop and shit. Like he could just walk through anybody. And a lot of them fighters, they believe that shit. They start getting scared. That's what happened. A lot of them fighters believe that shit.
Triple G was hitting niggas on the temple with that overhand. Them motherfuckers ain't got nothing to do with it.
But who was he hitting on the temple? Motherfuckers that was gonna stand right in front of him like a goddamn punching dummy.
They saying that shit. They like, oh hell no, that motherfucker hit too hard. We gotta let him get some wear and tear on his ass.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, you got power like he do. Ain't nobody saying that he ain't got, devastating power. But if you stand right in front of him like a punching dummy, yeah, he gonna get you out of there. My man Coach said he avoided Cobra and Charlo and Derevyanchenko. Yeah, I know for a fact. I don't know about Cobra. I'm not too familiar with that situation, right? But I know for a fact that he avoided Charlo and Derevyanchenko. They had to force him to fight Derevyanchenko, bro. And that's a fact. And we seen what happened, why they had to force it, because Derevyanchenko beat the shit out of him. Talking about he was sick. I bet you was. I bet you was sick of taking all the damn uppercuts you was taking in that fight. That's what you was sick off of. Come on, man.
All of that punches to the head.
Oh, let me and like I said, this is an open topic. So everybody, anybody that's in here, hop in the chat and we can cook on whatever y'all want to cook on, you know.
Oh, let's talk about that Teofimo getting moved to September, man.
Oh
They
yeah,
moved,
go ahead. And
they
and I'm,
moved
while you
Teofimo,
talking
bro.
about that, I'm gonna pull up this see if the weigh-in is started yet.
Yeah, it did. I seen it come to my phone. Yeah, but
Okay.
Teofimo, y'all, is moving. Shouts out to Lori on that one. The Queen Lori, she sent to me Teofimo, they moving they fight to September now, man. They moved from August the 14th to September. Um, and I just think it's just doing too much to me, bro. Like they could have just had the fight when they were supposed to have the fight. I think it was June the 5th. They should have just went June the 5th in front of Floyd. Now they pushing that shit back, pushing it back. It's just letting us see that, what I mean, the people that saying that he don't got COVID, it's just confirming they plays and they moves and what they say that shit. You know what I mean? Y'all doing that for the tickets. Y'all
Right.
doing that for the tickets. Y'all need the money that y'all looking for because y'all already decided a contract with them people and y'all done gave up like 6.8 million, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. Right? So now y'all looking at Bob Earn like, God damn, this motherfucker Bob Earn was right. You feel me? He was right. So now, and this is no knock, get your money, T.O. But now they saying that shit, and yeah, hell yeah, Cap, man, them ticket sales got COVID like a motherfucker. So, and then the elder be putting the numbers out there too. So when they showing that shit, it's like, man, y'all doing it for the money. Now y'all know on August the 14th, y'all, it's so many good fights. You got Nonito, you got John Casamero, um, it's another core of my bro Anthony Peterson there fighting on that's free. It's more fights on August 14th. They just not resonate to me right now, but it's a lot of free fights on August 14th. And not only that, it's the week before Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. So people not fit to buy two pay-per-views back to back, Saturday. You know what I mean? This ain't the UFC. UFC fans, them motherfuckers loyal. You know what I mean? So people not fit to buy pay-per-views back to back. You got Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao coming up next week, and then you got championship fights on the 14th. Like, nah, motherfuckers be like, oh nah, we'll catch Money Brown pay-per-view and shit. You feel me? They ain't fucking with that shit like that. But they looking at them ticket sales and they like, nah, man, that shit ain't gonna pan out. It ain't gonna pan out. Then what arena y'all gonna go to? Like, the numbers ain't adding up for them. And I think they see that, like, goddamn, we put ourselves in a predicament here. So the fight is in, and I want to see the fight. This is no knock to Teofimo. Teofimo a hell of a fighter, bro. Hell, like I said, I love to do inside the ring. Talented as fuck. Very talented. You know what I mean? But for us, them dudes, Triller, they should have just had the fucking fight on June the 5th and let it be what it was gonna be. I still think they would have did good on June the 5th. You know what I'm saying? They let Floyd spook them, right? Because he did spook their as far as Triller, not T.O., right? And that's what I want T.O. to understand, that Floyd's not coming at you. Even though then the elder be talking all this shit about you, I don't agree with it, but y'all throwing shots as well. So you got it. If you go give it, you better take it. You know what I mean? I think Floyd was trying to knock Triller the network for Showtime because of the numbers that they claimed that the motherfucking YouTubers was doing and Mike Tyson and Roy Jones was doing. Floyd came and tried to put some shit back in perspective, like, nah, y'all ain't finna do Steven like that, you know what I mean? And he brought them motherfuckers over to Showtime. So I think they still should have went on with the fight and let it be whatever it was gonna be. Because now y'all just dragging the shit out and it's gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse. So I feel like, they pushing it back too much. I feel sorry for George Kambosos, right? Because he put all that motherfucking hard training in, getting ready to fight, psyching yourself up, getting your mind ready for y'all just to push this bitch back. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to go. A week before the goddamn fight, you telling me it ain't no fight? You know what I'm saying? So they can't be doing that type of shit, bro, because you got to think about the opponent. But since they the A side, they looking at it like, shit, we gonna do this. And I ain't talking about Teofimo, I'm talking about Triller. I mean, we gonna do this, we gonna let y'all go then, we gonna let y'all go then. And I just feel like that shit, it ain't cool. So in September, we'll see if they can get the ticket sales they want. I don't think it's no big fight in September. Oh no, Canelo September the 11th. So shit, y'all still might, but that's on the zone. That ain't on pay-per-view, so they ain't really in that much trouble. But we'll see, man. We'll see what they do, what date they pick, and see if they do the numbers that they're looking for. But I think they moving that shit, not because no T.O. got COVID, but because them damn ticket sales ain't looking like what they want.
Yeah, man. They go, like I told y'all, they gonna have to revamp that whole card. So whoever y'all thought was gonna be on that card, they gonna revamp that whole card and they gonna try to get some big name celebrities or legend fighters on that card. Right? They gonna revamp that whole card. I don't know what event Holyfield is doing because remember Holyfield was supposed to be on the card at first fighting Kevin McBride, but that shit fell out. I don't know what happened with that fight. So I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to revamp that whole card. They're gonna try to get some big names to help Teofimo Lopez sell the tickets because now they see, damn, we didn't win, and you know what I'm saying? We didn't win over here, got in somebody else's business, broke our neck to grab Teofimo Lopez, but this motherfucker can't sell like we thought he could. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
My
now
son
we
can
gotta
sell
go
2
to
million,
bed.
Poppy. My son's selling 2 million, Poppy.
My son, hey, Poppy, I guarantee, Poppy, my son's gonna sell 2 million, Poppy. Everybody's underestimating my son, Poppy. Man, come on, bro.
You know why Floyd don't like my son? You know why Floyd don't like my son? Because he's Latino, bro. He's Latino. That's why, man. He don't like my son because he's Latino. Floyd, on the other hand, Floyd got 1,000 goddamn Latinos fighting on the same night. You talking about he don't like your son because he's Latino.
Right. Come on, man. Miss me with that bullshit. But yeah, man, they gonna revamp that whole card. And man, that's just what it is, man. And they're gonna try to get some big names on that card because they realize that he can't sell like they thought he could sell. Bro, yeah, they did 4 million plus because it was him and Lomachenko on ESPN on free TV. That doesn't translate to pay-per-view buys. They don't know. Triller came in the game and don't know shit about boxing at all. And they're going to find that out real soon because they're going to go right back where they came from.
Hold it down, Keith, for a minute. Hold it down for a minute.
I bet. Triller's going to find out that real soon because they're going to go right back where they came from. That Triller shit ain't going to last long. I'm telling y'all. That shit ain't going to last long. Because first of all, they can't keep getting fighters over there because they don't have no fighters on their roster. They don't have no fighters on their roster. So they can't compete with none of these big promotional companies. They can't. They're going to find that out, and they finding it out. They fucked up when they went and snatched Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. They should have looked at Bob Arum and said, damn, it got to be a reason that Bob Arum don't want to pay for this fight. It's a reason. Bob Arum is a businessman. One thing about Bob Arum is he about his pockets. And when he break down them numbers, if he don't see that he gonna make a whole lot of money, he ain't gonna do it. They should have seen that. But they went and, you know what I'm saying, went and paid Teofimo, went and paid George Kambosos, and shout out to both of them dudes for getting their money. But they better hope they get their money because, like I said before, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, they still ain't got their bag. People gonna learn. Running around fucking around over here with Triller, they gonna learn real fast. Right. And Todd Swindle, what's happening with it? He said Tio gonna be the co-main with De La Hoya. Now, if they did put that together, I think that would sell. They would be smart to do that, Todd Swindle, but they're not gonna be smart to go up against Canelo Alvarez. If they trying to go on the same date with Canelo, that ain't smart. Especially Canelo fighting Plant. That's not smart, right? You can't go up against Canelo, but Oscar De La Hoya is a big name, and if they do that, that would be very smart of them. That'll be very smart of them if they put Oscar De La Hoya on that card.
Yeah, but if they're trying to go with Canelo, like you say, with the beef for Oscar and Canelo go outdo Oscar right now. Canelo, he gonna outdo him, so that'll be fucked up because Oscar, he gonna try it with his ass, you know.
I don't think they stupid. I don't think if I'm a promoter, right, I'm not that fucking ignorant to try to go up against Canelo. I'm not. Right? I don't think that. I know Triller, they don't know shit about boxing, but I would like to think that they're not that damn ignorant to try to go head to head with Canelo. That's just plain stupid. Now they talking about going in September, but they didn't say when in September they going, right? But if they going with September, Todd Swindle, he owns to something because De La Hoya said he fighting on Triller in September, so it would have to be the same card, right? Excuse me. It would have to be that they putting them all on the same card. And it's crazy, Todd. I didn't even think of that shit. I didn't think of that until you said it right now. That's what it's going to be. They're going to put him on the same card with Oscar De La Hoya. But I told you that. Before Todd even said that, I told you that they was gonna revamp that card and they was gonna try to put some big names on there because the names that they had on the card that they thought that was gonna carry Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, none of them shits came through.
If they put Oscar on there, T.O. ain't gonna be the main event no more.
Right. If they put Oscar on there, T.O. gonna have to be the co-main event.
Yeah.
Because your name ain't bigger than Oscar De La Hoya, and that's a fact. I want to see what Oscar De La Hoya looking like, man. I can't lie. I want to see if his old dad can still fight.
I want to see, I want to see him and Margarito. I think they can get in there. Margarito said he'll be a Huckleberry.
Oh, yeah, he did, huh? He don't want to fight Margarito because why he fighting the Vitor Belfort? Bro, Vitor Belfort ain't no goddamn boxer.
Oscar wants somebody who ass he can beat.
Yeah, he want to get there and look good. Show off the beat. But, hey.
I'm coming for you, Canelo.
It's gonna be something if he go in there and get gassed with Vitor Belfort and don't look the same, don't look good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole bunch of cocaine and liquor memes. It's gonna be a whole bunch of cocaine, liquor memes with a spatula on the side.
Tank can't beat him in the third round. Mark my words. Tank what? Tank can beat him. Tank can beat it. You trying to say Tank getting beat in the third round? Why anybody marking those damn words?
What did he say? Beat it? Hey, he beat it. He beat it at him. He beat it the shit out of him.
He beating them.
When the little kids be just, he beat it. He beat it in his ass.
Right. He beat it. Man, I just saw these little kids, man. They was in the little room. I'm gonna send it to you. Little kids, they was doing numbers at the table though. And so if you ain't got friends like King, I don't want you around me. I'm gonna send it to you, kid. Like kids, man, that shit was just like today, boy. I'm talking about kids is just something else, dog. That's the best thing in the world.
Like my little daughter, she be saying she my daughter, she say hymns. And hymns, we was at school today, and hymns kept messing with me, and I told hymns to get away from me.
Hymns downstairs. Hymns downstairs, like Bernie Mac could say. Hymns downstairs, like I'm just a kid and stuff.
Hymns be chasing me on the playground, but I don't like hymns, Daddy. Oh, snap.
What you say? Hymns better keep his ass away from my daughter.
For real. Straight up. Hymns gonna make Daddy come up to that school.
Right.
Hey, man. But, man, yeah, man. What else, man? What y'all want to cook on? Like I said, if y'all got something in the man, that Tank Davis fight, man, I can't wait to that fight because like this weekend, like on the thumbnail that I got, it's a fight of Davis versus Goliath. That's what it is. If you look at both of them weigh-ins, Nakatani is towering over Vasyl Lomachenko. And Barrios is towering over Tank. Barrios can sit his whole chin on Tank's on top of Tank's head. He can sit his whole chin on top of Tank's head. Man, Tank was looking up in the sky like Barrios was standing on the ladder. Tank should have came in there with some of them big ass Balenciaga shoes. Hey, like Gamboa was wearing this shit, nigga. Gamboa came in with them big ass platform tennis shoes on, bro. You don't get that big ass ugly ass shoes, dog.
Floyd Shaw had them big ass shoes on.
Yeah, man, big ass ugly ass shoes on, bro. That's what Tank should have came in wearing, cause that dude was towering over Tank. I said, God damn. I said this motherfucker could be in the kitchen and hit Tank in the living room.
And for Java got a good fight coming up on Wilder undercard, because he on the undercard of Wilder, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Frank Sanchez. That's a hell of a fight. And that's his name, Keith, Frank Sanchez? Or am I wrong? The other heavyweight, the Cuban.
Frank Sanchez is fighting
F.A. Jabba.
F.A. Jabba, yep. He fighting the Jabba. I can't wait. I can't wait to the 24th. I'm off in the building. Who all gonna be in the building for the Wilder fight? I'm in the building for the Wilder and the Errol Spence fight. Both of them. Me and Money. Oh, yeah. So if y'all want to fuck with us, me Money coming to the Errol Spence fight too with me. So, it's going all the way up.
We have to
going all the way up. Huh?
I say let them know we at the ESJ fight, man.
So all of y'all, right? All of y'all that be putting them slick ass comments up under my videos, right? Like I said, keep that same energy, and I will be at them fights.
And I would be the cleanest nigga in the wheelchair, so you can't miss me.
Straight up and down. All of y'all that be putting them slick ass comments under my videos, like I said, I will be at them fights, and I'm letting y'all know. I ain't behind no camera. I'm not hiding my face. Y'all know exactly who I am.
And you better not fall, because I'm gonna run your face over with the wheelchair.
Hey, Dwayne Freeman. Hell yeah, Dwayne Freeman said he in both. He in the building. That's what it is. Hey, Jay Cooley came in. He said, "Butthole stable weekend haters."
Hell yeah.
Man, them dudes is special, bro. Them dudes is some special. They some special type of dudes, man.
Did they just say fuck EJ or some shit?
They did.
Yeah.
Man, they continue talking about that man. Bet you they got posters of that man all around their motherfucking houses. Cassandra Mason said, "I'll be watching from my living room. Unfortunately, she says I'll be looking for y'all on the screen." Oh yeah, I got great seats. I can't wait. He say, hey, 817 Boxer said Bomac thick ass didn't have no answer. Hey, well, I seen a little clip with my boy Daniel. My boy, that's my partner. My partner was interviewing Bomac, and he just asked Bomac a simple question. He said, I think he said something like basically, who would you like to see Terrence Crawford fight next? He ain't had no motherfucking answer, so he gonna look at my partner and tell him, shit, I want to see him fight you next. What's happening? My partner gonna say, well, I don't think I can make 147. I don't think I can make that weight. So, hey, but he said that because he was aggravated because he ain't got no answers, dog.
The motherfucking Pacquiao fight gone. That big ass check is out the window. And it's sad too, bro. Nah, knockout. We just freestyle, knockout. We ain't even picking no picture shit. But it's sad on the situation though because, Bomac, you the manager, bro. You know what I mean? You probably in the background listen to it. We still fuck with you, right? We still fuck with you. But you the manager. You feel me? You control the fucking ship. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, bro, that Terrence Crawford shouldn't have been in the ring. We shouldn't be have to wait till October. And then, probably Bob Earl talking about maybe October. He's talking about maybe. You know what I'm saying? So he don't even know if he's going in October. We shouldn't have to wait till October to get in the ring, bro. He haven't even fought this year. And, Bo, remember what you said. We're going to be fighting 3 times a year, right? On Trill Boxing Talk, those are your words, bro.
Right.
We going to grind that shit out. We're supposed to grind that shit out, right? I don't see no grinding going on. Feel me? I don't see no grinding, partner. So, at the end of the day, right, Terrence Bud Crawford is too fucking talented. He got too much talent to be on the fucking shelf, dog. You know what I mean? Too much talent. And then not only that, it's taking food out of y'all mouth. I can't believe it. That's why I say, Key, we can say what we want to say about Triple G, but the motherfucker stayed in the ring. You feel me? You got to feed your family, bro. You can't just be on the sideline, especially with all that talent Terrence Bud Crawford has, bro. If y'all go get on Bob ass about Earl Spence, get on Bob ass about everybody else. You know what I mean? It's more than just fucking Errol Spence out there, dog. Where he can make a great fucking payday out for it, bro. But y'all sitting up here just letting the man career go back because he already accomplished what he accomplished. His career ain't over with. God damn. Key, I gotta take this, bro.
Go ahead. Yeah, man. Like I said, hey, I'ma say it. I said it once, and I'm gonna continue to say it. If he because he about to be a free agent in October, right? If he don't stay a free agent and conduct his own business to where he can move and fight whoever he want to fight, you know what I'm saying? Take his own business in his own hands, or sign with Al Heyman. I don't want to hear shit from him because he know what it is. That just let me know that he don't have no interest in fighting the top names. So let's see how he moves. That's all I'm gonna say about Terrence Crawford. My man, let me see. My man Jay Cooley says that he got into it with one of them Omaha niggas and almost came to blows over Bud. He says his homie had to squash the shit. Damn, you almost came to blows with one of them niggas. And Jay Cooley in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? He an Omaha cat. Tyrone Spencer says, I need to move Texas. Y'all getting all the fights. No, the fights ain't in Texas. These fights is in Vegas, Tyrone. My man Jay Cooley says, them Omaha niggas, he said they act like what I lost it. What he said, I lost it, but I had read it while Money was cooking. Basically, he said that they act like Errol Spence smashed his baby mama. Right? He said Bud act like Errol Spence smashed his baby mama. Man, that's jealousy, bro. That's all that is. That's jealousy, man. We all know what jealousy and envy look like, and that's what they got. They got a whole bunch of jealousy and envy in them. Knockout Boxing 86 TV says, was that your homeboy that asked Bomac about Spence / Pacquiao? Bomac said, I don't give a fuck. Bomac salty as fuck. It probably was because I just seen the clip, but that was my partner that was interviewing him. Yeah. Jay Cooley says, Boxing B, he better take his frustration out on the right one. The wrong one gonna put his feet in his ass. Let me see. So anyway, let's get back to them fights this weekend, y'all. Let's get back to them fights this weekend. Like I said, Tank Davis, man, Barrios is way bigger than Tank. And I'm going to let y'all know, I'm picking Tank to knock his ass out. So don't quote me wrong. But it's a fight that has me a little bit nervous because I'm going to put money on Tank. And it got me a little bit nervous for the reason that Barrios is so much bigger than Tank in that length and all of that, right? And if Barrios can stick to a great game plan, he can outbox Tank, stand on the outside. If he can stick to a great game plan and utilize a great jab, utilize a lot of movement, and catch Tank coming in and keep Tank on the outside, it's going to be very hard for Tank to get in there. But I don't see Barrios with those type of skills. I don't see Barrios as a fighter that's going to stick behind his jab and use, lateral movement. I don't see him as that type of fighter, right? Now, if they can implement a game plan where he can be that type of fighter, it's going to be a scary fight for Tank Davis. But I see Barrios as a fighter that's going to try to fight inside, that's going to eventually let Tank get on the inside. And when that happens, Tank is going to be comfortable in his home. He's going to be comfortable, right? And he's going to take it to Barrios. And I think that Tank Davis is going to knock Barrios out. But like I said, it's not a walk in the park fight. If Barrios listens to Virgil Hunter, because I know Virgil Hunter is a great boxing mind, and I know Virgil Hunter going to give him a great game plan. It's all if Barrios is going to stick to the game plan, and if he can stick to the game plan. Now, Tank Davis, he look good. He don't look like he sucked up and dried in like he usually do when he weigh in. And I'm looking for Tank Davis to be explosive. At 140. But like I said, I know for a fact that Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather and the people, around Tank Davis, they didn't pick this fight for Tank Davis for no reason. You got to understand that Mario Barrios is a TMT fighter. Leonard Ellaby scouts these fighters. He knows what Mario Barrios can do, and he knows what Mario Barrios cannot do. He would not put Tank Davis in the ring with Mario Barrios if he thought that Mario Barrios had any chance of beating Tank Davis. And I told y'all this before. When Leonard Ellaby come out lying to y'all, talking about, and I don't know why Tank, I have no idea why Tank Davis wants to fight Barrios. I mean, all these guys want to fight Tank Davis, but, Tank came to me and he said, hey, I want to fight Mario Barrios. And I tried to talk Tank out of it. This is a dangerous fight for Tank Davis. But Tank, he just wanted to test himself. And, Tank is just that type of fighter. Tank is always, moving up and down the way. And Tank is the type of fighter that loves to test himself. And we tried to talk Tank out of it, but we just couldn't talk him out of it. Don't listen to that shit that Leonard telling y'all. They're full of shit. Leonard is just selling the fight. That's what he's supposed to do. They came to Tank Davis with the fight, and they told Tank Davis they wanted him to fight Barrios, right? They wouldn't have came to Tank Davis. Y'all got to use common sense, right? They're not going to come to Tank Davis with a fight like this, putting a fight like this in front of Tank Davis. They're cash cow. You got to understand, TMT don't have a stable of stars. Tank Davis is the only star that they holding on to at TMT Promotions, right? So they're not going to put Tank Davis in the fight and scout out a fight for him where they think it's a possibility for him to go out there and lose. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it like that, Tank Davis gonna go in there and knock this dude out. They scouted somebody out that they think that Tank Davis can beat. Now, do fights always turn out how promoters think they're gonna turn out? Because we've seen plenty of times where promoters put a fighter in there that they like, okay, we building out, even when they building up fighters, like, okay, we putting you in here against a guy that we tailor-made for you to go in there and knock out, and it don't turn out that way. So it could be one of those situations, but I'm going with Tank, and I'm going with the knockout. When I break down both of these guys' boxing skills and attributes that they have and that they don't have, I'm going with Tank. But like I said, it's always a dangerous fight when you're going in the ring with somebody that's that much bigger than you and somebody that does have boxing skills. Like, he ain't no fucking Rudy Poo. Don't get me wrong. Barrios ain't no just fucking Steven Rose or somebody. You see what I'm saying? He can fight. Mm-hmm. But I'm going with Tank. And man, I don't know how Barrios makes 140. I don't know how he do it, bro, because he's a big dude to make 140. But anyway, I didn't cook enough. Money, big step. But what you got on that fight?
I think it's gonna be very exciting, bro. I think, like I say, with the styles make fights. Barrios is a banger. Tank is a boxer banger, but he turned into a banger himself once he get hit. That motherfucker get mad. So I look at it as, like you say, it's dangerous because Barrios do got the height and the reach. And like I say, I'm not gonna forget about Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter know how to keep you poised under pressure and shit. So if Barrios can keep his poise, in the heat of the fire, he gonna give himself some. He gonna bank some rounds. Barrios gonna bank some rounds, bro. But I just think with the height and his body being right there, the body don't move, and Tank being he's a devastating body puncher. Tank can break your ass down to the body. You know how to hit your ass in the cervix. You know how to hit you on the side. Like he do good body work. I think Tank will focus on the body because of the height, right? And then once he starts sitting his ass down, which Barrios ain't a mover like that, but once he starts sitting him down to where he can work his way in the inside, I think Tank start breaking him down. But I do think Barrios, early on, Tank will have some problems trying to figure him out and get in the inside. You know what I mean? And I think Barrios going to want to try to keep him at his range and keep him in a distance to where he can get the right leverage on his punches and not let Tank get in the inside to where you smothering your shit and you trying to hit this little bitty short motherfucker and your punch is going behind the head and shit. So it's going to be very interesting, bro. I like Barrios. Like I say, he ain't afraid. He got the heart. He got the guts and the nuts. Like I say, he telling Tank, you never seen nothing like me. So he ain't backing down from the moment. And like Tank said he really believe he can beat me. He like, when I look in his eyes, like Tank ain't sugarcoat. He like, when I looked in his eyes, like he do. Like he believe the shit that he's saying. He really believe he can beat me. So shit, I got to be on my shit. But we know what Tank say, man. This Glock ain't got no safety on it. So Tank will go out there and try to, smoke his ass. That's what he's going out there to do. That's what he know how to do best. That's what he love doing. I think the body work is going to be key. And like I said, I got just me. I got body knockouts tomorrow by Tank, Lubin, and Lomachenko. I think all of them put some good body work in to stop their opponents to the body. You know what I mean? Let's see if I'm right. But I think Tank going that thing, he work on the body. But I think Virgil Hunter go keep Barrios in a fight to the 7th or the 8th. You know what I'm saying? I think Tank get him in the 8th or maybe the 7th. But with Virgil coaching and with Barrios, buying in, they got that chemistry. Virgil got that he got that motherfucking heart message for your ass, so where he go pump your ass up and he go force you to go out there and fight. If shit get going, you go out there and you fight him, Dre. You hear me? You fight him. You go get your ass whooped or you go fight. But Virgil sending you out, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's gonna be very interesting, man. One thing I can say though, it's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be very entertaining. It's gonna be crowd pleasing. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But I do got Tank by stoppage in the 8th round with a body shot, a nasty body shot.
You got a body shot, huh, Money?
Uh-huh.
Hey, he might. What make you say a body shot? Have you seen some vulnerabilities to in Barrios, body taking body shots? What make you say a body shot?
Because I see the height, bro, and Tank ass sometimes he get wild. Like when he get mad, he do get wild. But I just don't want Tank jumping off his feet because his ass jump off his feet a lot too. But I just think the body don't move, and I think Tank with his speed, he gonna be able to counter Barrios to the body a lot, especially if you get into the inside. That's where he gonna be. If you get your head in the chest, he gonna be right there for the body. Like the body is gonna be open for Tank all day because you got the man with the long reach, and if you can get in the inside, he reaching over you. It ain't shit he can do with his body. That shit, even if you try to move his head, the body gonna be right there. And like I say, Tank, he's smart. He know how to go downstairs. He did it to Leo Santa Cruz. He started breaking Leo ass down and end up knocking him out. And I just think, my bad. He started breaking Leo ass down, and he continued to go to the body to break his ass down. I just think Barrios with the height, it's just like that's where he come to. Like it's better to try to place your shots at the body because you're gonna be precise. It's like he ain't gonna be able to miss. If he get in this right range of distance, he ain't gonna be able to miss the body. And if Barrios try to cover the body, he got to bend down. So if he bend down, the head is right there. So Tank gonna work the body.
Right. And man, I'm gonna take this time out real quick because I want us to cook real quick before we get up out of here. I want to cook on the Lomachenko and Nakatani fight, of course. But before I want to take this time, everybody in the building, you know what I'm saying? I want to congratulate my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV for it and thank everybody that tuned in to me and Money that helped him get to 100K subs, man.
No,
that boy had 100K. I mean 1K, 1,000 subs, 100.
I'm finna whoop Knockout ass. I get to 100K before me, shit.
Hey, I mean
Knockout buying subs, y'all. He's buying subs. There's no way he got from 1,000 subs to 100,000 subs
to 100K. Hey, man, my bad. Like I said, correction. 1,000 subs that helped him get to 1K subs, y'all. And everybody that's not subbed to Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man, he be cooking that gas. Go and sub to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Make sure that you go and sub, watch his shit, and don't forget to leave out without hitting his like button. Straight up and down.
And leave a comment down below, man, because I want to talk boxing with you.
Knockout Boxing 86 TV.
Unless you leave a comment down below.
Hey,
no doubt, though, man. He grinds, man.
You can go find him at Knockout Boxing 86 TV at yahoo.com.
For real, though, bro. Right. He put that work in, though, man.
I'm putting that work in.
I think I seen Knockout at 30-something fucking subs.
Right.
Like 30 or 50 or something like that. And that boy the whole thigh wild. You know what I mean? It's time to work now.
Right. And another thing I want y'all to do. So after y'all do that, go and subscribe to World Combat Sports.
Facts.
Yeah, and y'all missing out on a lot. World Combat Sports, he in the building. He right there with Tank. He doing the interviews. You know what I'm saying? He right there at the weigh-in. You got a lot of these other bigger channels, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to steal his shit, but he giving original content. So go subscribe to World Combat Sports also. Go show him some love.
A lot of people be hating on Scotty, man. Straight bullshit.
Right. And then go to Facebook and go to Loyalty Boxing and Promotions.
Loyalty Promotion and Boxing.
Loyalty Promotion and Boxing. My bad. Loyalty Promotion and Boxing. Yes. But man, before we get up out of here, Money, let's go ahead. Give me your take on the Nakatani and Vasyl Lomachenko fight, man.
Vasyl Lomachenko, Nakatani. I just seen Vasyl Lomachenko say he took Nakatani because he's a dangerous fight, and he want a top challenge. He say he got the height, he got the reach. It's a challenge for him. You know what I mean? And I think he's telling the truth. It's going to be a challenge, but it's going to come down to Nakatani and what he want to do as well. You know, Nakatani is a fighter. He's a tall Japanese, but he likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? He got heart. He got that samurai warrior in him. And you know, if you can't keep him down, he gonna get back up and he gonna keep trying with every fucking ounce or inch of soul in his body. He gonna continue to try to win. So, um, Lomachenko gonna have to be on the shit. He'll have to be on the shit. But with that being said, I think he is. I think Loma is ready. I think he's prepared to go in there and put down a performance, you know, to show that I am still Lomachenko. The TO fight, you know, it didn't discourage me and it ain't gonna take away from who I really am. So I think he's going to put down a fucking performance. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he will. And I got Lomachenko stopping Nakatani to the body for the same reason: the height, the reach, and Loma. He know how to get to the body. He know how to use angles, right? And another thing, you got to turn the body up so the head can fall. If you start getting Nakatani body, he go dip his head to give you a shot. So I feel like Loma's gonna play with his body because of the height and the reach. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna be interesting. Loma can make it a good one, you know what I mean, or he can make it a hard one. It's just come down to what Lomachenko want to do. You know what I mean? Come down to what he want to do, and I think he's overall better gifted, the better fighter, right? But I just think Nakatani got that heart and just the determination and that grit to always try to the end, and that shit is dangerous. You know what I mean? That shit is dangerous because you can make one slip up and he swing that punch and catch your motherfucking ass, and you'll be laying your ass on that cabin. So it's gonna be very interesting, bro. I like the fight. You know what I mean? I liked it from when I first heard the fight. You know what I'm saying? Got to get Loma credit for coming back facing somebody like Nakatani. You feel me? So it's gonna be interesting. But I got Lomachenko in that fight with a stoppage. Indeed, I'm gonna go to 8th round with Lomachenko with a body shot as well.
And you just a body shot, you know what I'm saying? Everything a body shot this weekend.
Yeah, I said I got 3 body shot knockouts with Lubin, Lomachenko, and Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I ain't got no beef with it. I ain't got no beef with it if it end that way, man. We gonna see. Yeah, man. So with the Nakatani and Lomachenko fight, I got Lomachenko winning this fight. I think that Lomachenko's you know what I'm saying, his movement is gonna cause Nakatani a lot of problems. We seen guys like Felix Verdejo, even when Teofimo Lopez fought him, he didn't use a lot of movement, right? And so when you fight Nakatani in a style to where you're gonna be in front of him and you just gonna keep trying to come forward and not giving him no angles, it's gonna be a hard fight. It's gonna be a tough fight because he's a tough motherfucker. He can take a lot of punishment and he gonna ditch a lot of punishment. But I think that movement that Lomachenko has, the quick feet of Lomachenko, the in and out, I think that's going to pose a big problem for Nakatani. And I think that Lomachenko is going to eventually break Nakatani down. Is he going to stop Nakatani? I don't know, bro. I don't know if he's going to stop him because Nakatani, he could take a lot of punishment. He could take a lot of punishment. It just all depends how ferocious Lomachenko come in there. You know, if he just come in there and has a mindset, I'm going to outbox this dude. I'm going to jump in and out, you know, hit him with some shit and try to come in and just get the win. But if Lomachenko go in there, like, I'm going to make a statement. I want to get him out of there. He probably could. He could get a stoppage. He could get a stoppage with an accumulation of damage. Because one thing that Nakatani don't have is defense. And like I said, he know how to take a lot of punishment. He's just tough. It's hard to get him up out of there. But I don't think that Nakatani has ever faced the type of fighter that Lomachenko is. Yet he went in there and fought Teofimo Lopez, but Teofimo Lopez is a different style of fighter than Lomachenko. I don't think he's ever seen the Lomachenko in the ring that's going to fucking, you know what I'm saying, run him all the way around the ring. Give him all of that in and out, lateral movement. You know, throwing punches and bunches like he does. And I just think it's going to be too much for Nakatani, right? That the style of fight that Lomachenko brings. I'm looking for Lomachenko to look good in that fight, but I am looking for Lomachenko to take some punishment. But I think that Nakatani is too slow for Lomachenko. He's too slow, and Lomachenko is going to look very good in this fight. And I got Lomachenko by, man, it's hard. It's hard to say if I'm going to pick him by stoppage or decision. Damn, man. I'm going to pick Lomachenko by stoppage in the mid to later rounds. I'm going to pick Lomachenko by stoppage in the mid to later rounds, bro. That's my call on that fight. So, like I said, man, a great weekend of fights, a great weekend of fights. Before we wrap this up, Money, you got anything else you want to add in?
Nah, I think we had a nice little show, man. The free cooking today. You know what I mean? We got the fights tomorrow. We wanted to come in and mingle with the people and see if y'all had some little topics of things, but you know, it was just a good little show, something to give y'all. I think it was fun, very fun.
Yeah, definitely. Give me your last words,
But
Money.
yeah, I want to thank the people for coming and rocking with us, though, man. It's all love. We appreciate y'all like none other. You feel me? Y'all continue to support us, man. Like we say, go subscribe to our brothers, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, World Combat Sports. You know, them dudes do good work. Knockout on the come up, Scotty in the field. Y'all won't be disappointed, man. Then y'all go follow me on Money Brown TV. Right, we will be going live tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Central. Follow me on Instagram at Money underscore the writer. We will be streaming the fights tomorrow, Gervonta Davis, and we gonna stream all the fights tomorrow. So if y'all need somewhere to watch the fight, y'all come on over to hold on.
Yeah, so if y'all need a place to watch the fights, y'all go to Money the Writer, right? Go to Money Brown TV on Instagram, right? And let me give y'all his Instagram.
I'm ready. Money,
Yeah,
yeah.
give it to him, Money.
Money underscore the writer, y'all. So y'all can just type in Money MONNIE writer. I should have popped right up, man. And yeah, we're gonna be over there, we're gonna be streaming the fights, man. Y'all wanna see the fights, or if y'all ain't got nowhere to watch it, come on over, rock out. We be deep in there. You gonna find your favorite fighters in there, you know, and we be chilling. We be chilling. But other than that, man, much love, appreciate y'all. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, man.
Yes, sir. And y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even checked the likes, but I'm pretty sure they ain't looking nowhere how they should be looking. So if you ain't hit the like button yet, hit the like button, man, and quit tripping for real. You know what I'm saying? Man, come on now. All these people that's been in here, and it's only 88 likes. Come on, y'all need to get the likes up for real talk. Now, I appreciate everybody for coming through. This weekend, I think I might do I might do a post fight live, right? I don't never have Saturdays free, but you know I might do a post fight live this weekend because I will have this free Saturday, you know. And so yeah, man, let's run it all the way up. Let's do it. Can't wait till this weekend. Can't wait till these fights. Like I said, smash the like button. Appreciate everybody that tuned in, that show love and support. And we will be back, and we'll probably be back on Saturday. And like I said, hit that like button before you leave. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
And so I see you, Mac of the South. Appreciate you.